We stole my buddy's truck. Most people, by the senior year of high school, you have a joke schedule. That's just how it goes. 7th period was our last class of the day. Griff and I had anatomy together. It never failed that a couple coaches would teach at the high school, and usually those coaches didn't care about the academic side of things. They were just there to coach, but they'll take the extra money as a teacher. So our coach that year, he was one of the baseball coaches. He didn't care if you left class 5 or 10 minutes early. Everyone in our class was a junior or senior, so you knew the drill by that point. Every day on the way to our last class of the day, Griff and I would pass Beef. And Beef, this went on for almost an entire school year, but Beef would steal 7-5's keys during the day and hand them to one of our friends. 7-5 would be missing his keys all day. Sometimes we would take 7-5's truck somewhere before he got out of class because some of us had 7th period study hall or we just got out of class early, whatever. And then 7-5 would be trying to go to lacrosse practice but had no idea where his keys were or sometimes where his car was. And 7-5 had this awesome truck from his dad. It was one of his dad's old work trucks. Cracked windshield, little rust out on the bottom, but that truck tore shit up. It was one of those old early 2000s Chevys, just a fun high school truck to have. On this particular day, Griff and I are walking to class. Beef comes running around the corner. Throws the keys at me. I catch him, put them in my pocket because obviously I know who they are. He's like, don't give him to 7-5, and runs past. We tuck into the classroom real quick. I hide him in another part of my backpack. 7-5's hunting for us. 7-5 literally, while class is going on, comes in our classroom. Dude, where are my keys? Where are my keys? And we're like, dude, we don't know. We don't know where your keys are. He's like, come on. You guys always take my keys. I know Beef gave them to you. Like, come on. And we're like, nah, dude, we don't have them. He's like, guys, I don't have time for this today. I have lacrosse practice right after school. I'm going straight to practice. He wasn't even going to his car. He's like, I don't have time. Just make sure I get my keys by the time I come out of lacrosse practice. Because we would hang out after school and like do stupid shit, even if we weren't, at practice or doing something. So Griff and I ask our baseball coach / teacher if we can leave, 10 minutes early from class. He's like, yeah, sure. Go out in the parking lot, hop in the truck, and we're cruising. We're like, let's go tear some shit up. We would usually, like I said, just go get food or something. But today we drove up to the VU Park behind our school. We're driving through, kind of just listening to music, just cruising. It's just fun to do. For some reason, if you're not driving your car, that type of stuff's just that much more enjoyable, right? So we're cruising through the park, and we see these workers cutting down trees, pretty good sized trees, like these big limbs coming down that like 8 to 10 feet long, like just a big ass fucking log. And we're like, dude, let's grab these. And for some reason we're like, let's just grab them, load them in the truck, and see what we can do with them. And I'm talking some big limbs. Like it took both of us every ounce of our strength to yeet them on to the bed of the truck, and they barely fit in the back of the truck. They were all sticking out the back, and we ended up with like a full load of wood. And we're like, we don't know what we're going to do with them, but let's go back to school. So on our way back, we kind of devised this plan like, dude, let's put them in all of our buddies' parking spots so when they come in tomorrow, they have to move these logs because they were huge. Like it would be a project. Even if you were a pretty strong dude, it would be especially in high school, it would be a project to move these logs out of your spot. And they would, you can't hit them with your car. They're too big. We put them in all of our buddies' spots. We think it's hilarious. We leave 7-5's keys on his dashboard. We hop in our cars, bounce. That's the end of it. We're giggling, texted each other like a couple idiots. The next day we come into school, the logs are gone. We're like, what? Like, what a wasted prank. Like, we got up early to go to school and see how funny it was going to be to watch our buddies struggle to figure out what they're going to do for parking spots. And then we go into school. And we're pissed. We're like, who moved our logs? Like, we're kind of like, who moved the logs? Who moved the logs in the parking lot? Who moved our trees? This is bullshit. We had a great prank thought up. We sit down, and in the mornings, everybody would like sit on the edge of the hallway on our floor by their lockers doing homework or playing on their phones, talking, whatever it may be before school started. This one kid in our class, his dad was the janitor / maintenance guy at the high school. He comes over to us. He's like, did you guys put some fucking trees in the parking lot yesterday? And we're like, maybe. Why? He's like, my dad, who, mind you, his dad was not a big man. He's probably like 5'11" at the tallest. Had to drag like 12 logs out of the parking lot because he found him after school when he was still working. And he was like, I guess he was cussing like, what kind of fucking jackasses put trees in the parking lot? It's not even fucking funny. So we are laughing, okay? Because we're like, okay, look, we were just messing around. We didn't mean to like screw your dad over. We thought our buddies would have to move him. Our buddies get wind of it. They start laughing. We go to school throughout the day. At one point, the janitor comes on the announcements and he's like, whoever put the logs in the parking lot, please never do that again. Just unnecessary thing to do. You know, this is like a little speech over the intercom, and we are dying. We're like, oh my gosh. We felt kind of bad that the janitor had to move him, but it was hilarious. And we had a lot of fun, and 7.5's truck. I mean, we probably stole 7.5's truck 20 plus times in the course of just like one school semester. So it was a lot of fun, good times, and highly recommend if you guys are able to get a hold of your buddy's keys, take the car for a joyride. Just don't crash it or anything. Talks with Tom.
I was riding around town thinking to myself, is it gonna get easier? I'll be up and away up the street getting big, but I can't even breathe no more. What's it to me? What can I see? Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more. See no more.
Steve comes booking it around the corner.